All right, so I want to propose an idea to you. As technology improves, as the world becomes more and more dependent on technology, at what point do we not have to go to a doctor anymore? At what point is a doctor visit like an old school way of getting medical advice? And that's what we want to talk about today. We're talking about a company called Premier Health Group Inc. The ticker symbol on the Canadian Stock Exchange is PHGI, and on the OTC market it's PHGRF. So let's talk about the idea of basically people not having to go to a doctor's office ever again. Now, in the past, there was fax machines, there was home phones, there was pay phones, there was all this technology that at the time, that technology just felt like it was, the top of the top, like it couldn't get any better. But the problem is as technology increases, things become obsolete. And that same idea goes with going to a doctor's office. Now, obviously, going to a dentist, things where they actually have to do work on you, you might have to go to the dentist office for quite some time unless they create some kind of robot that works on your teeth inside your house. But in general, going to a doctor's office just to get a prescription or just to go talk to a doctor about how you have really bad irritable bowel syndrome or you've got, other issues that you can basically explain to a doctor and they can diagnose over the phone or over the teleconference, web camera. That's the future of medical practice. And it also is the future because it cuts down on a lot of issues with doctors having to have their own offices. People that are older people who have trouble driving, they no longer have to drive to a doctor's office. They can just get on their computer, turn on the webcam, and talk to their doctor. Obviously, the older you get, I don't want to say when you get old you have issues, but as you get older, you have kind of more and more issues. And the cool thing is, obviously now with technology, they have all types of different technology that can read your heart rate, your blood pressure, and all those things right at home. Also, they can do, you can stick your finger and check your blood and do blood tests right at home as well, and then you can transfer that information right to your doctor. So let's talk about this company, Premier Health Group Inc., and how they're looking to revolutionize the kind of doctor and patient world. All right, so first off, the healthcare market is a $10 trillion industry, and it's ready for disruption. Between 1997 and 2007, the cost of healthcare for the average Canadian family rose by nearly 70%. Approximately 15% of Canadians aged 12 and older don't have a primary care physician. And nearly 2/3, 59% of seniors are unable to get same or next day appointment. Almost 7 in 10 Canadians avoid seeing a doctor when they are sick. Despite this, there is still a shortage of primary care doctors and nurses. This shortage, especially in remote and rural communities, leads to clinical burnout and patients frustrated by long wait times. Newly licensed doctors are avoiding primary care because of these dynamics, which increases the pressure on an already stressed system. Finally, in 2017, the Canadian Centre for Health Economics found that 39% of Canadians who visited an ER indicated they could have avoided the visit if they had a better access to a primary care physician. Fortunately, Premier Health can address nearly all of these problems. Telemedicine is the future of healthcare, and the company is leading the revolution. Through HealthView, PHGI allows doctors to see their patients from anywhere in the world. The company Telemedical Solutions also allows doctors to chat or consult clinical staff, pharmacists, other doctors, and specialists or their patients' charts. On the patient side, they can book appointments from anywhere at any time with the Healthcare Access Patient Portal. This app allows them to review their charts or labs in real time, reorder their prescriptions quickly and conveniently, and talk to physicians and medical practitioners without having to visit a hospital. Extending virtual care across Canada and beyond. Virtual care will be a $13 billion industry because it improves upon the current system. Premier Health plans to expand across Canada through a vertical growth strategy. This strategy focuses on acquiring medical clinics, healthcare professionals, and cutting-edge health tech, as well as partnering with pharmacies across Canada. This will enable people to receive end-to-end pharma care and will put power back in the hands of patients. Comparing Premier Health Group to other companies in this space, the market cap for Premier Health Group is $20 million. The share price is 32 cents. Annual revenue is $3.4 million. Now, if you look at another company called Teladoc, they're a $6 billion company with an annual revenue of $418 million, and their share price is currently $84.99. You can see the upside here. There's potential for massive upside comparing Premier Health Group to Teladoc, which is in the same space, the telemedicine or the virtual doctor space in terms of being able to talk to people and all that fun stuff. So right now, $1.3 million of their annual revenue comes from cloud practice, $6 million from pharmacies, and $3 million from medical clinics. 2019, they were focused on closing the above 3 major acquisitions, development of the app. The revenue generated was more from the brick and mortars, whereas going forward in 2020 and beyond, they see growth coming from the SaaS products. Their focus will be on health tech solutions, and this is what they want to talk about. They are wholly owned medical clinics and pharmacies located right now in Vancouver, BC, and surrounding areas of Vancouver. Cloud practices, their EMR software is in all provinces of Canada, and their clinical aid billing solution is in BC, Ontario, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. I always have a terrible name with that. For telemedicine, they are currently focused on BC and plan to expand into Ontario very soon. So in November, they've been working with IBM on a new partnership, and they're looking to create the first iteration of a chatbot, which will eventually become omni-channel. It's a partnership where IBM is being paid to develop the virtual MOA using their Watson AI, with the goal that once the product gets traction, it increases use cases for IBM Watson in healthcare. Premier is funding the project and providing data to develop it. So right now, one of the big names in Canada is Maple, which is a telemedicine company. Maple with Premier Health Group would be like a good way to look at it. The big differentiator for Maple and Premier Health Group would be their connectivity and integration into the Juno EMR, which enables continuity of care. Also, as owner-operators of medical clinics, Premier Health Group uses their own software within clinics as a proof of concept. That allows them to have direct insight into what their clients need and what works best. So overall, we're looking at a company that basically is looking to revolutionize a already kind of established medical space. We already know that everybody needs medical assistance. We already know that people go to the doctor. We already know that the healthcare market is a $10 trillion space. So Premier Health Group already has brick and mortar. They're already in business. They're already working. It's already a business. They're looking to grow into the telemedicine world and really establish themselves as a player here in Canada as they build out their apps and their programs throughout Canada over the next couple of years. 2020 is going to be a big year for them, and they're looking to focus they're really looking on building out the telemedicine space and looking to advance into that. And like I said, the cool thing here, like I just talked about, is they are already brick and mortar, and they're using their software, they're using their products inside of the brick and mortar, so that way they can make sure that everything works properly, they can use the data, and they can tell people like, hey, look, this works, this is a working product, this is not just an idea, we are a real business, we are making money, and we already have annual revenue. So right now, they're looking to really expand into the telemedicine space and look for a future, which makes a lot of sense. Obviously, I can't tell you 10, 20 years from now that there won't be doctor's offices anymore, but it definitely makes a lot of sense here that as technology advances, getting better and better, especially with video chat now, everybody can video chat. Pretty much everybody has an iPhone or has a camera on their phone that they're able to video chat. So if you can video chat with your doctor and you say, hey, I got this type of sore, or I've got these symptoms, you can talk to basically your doctor anywhere around the world. You can book your appointments quickly and easily. There's no need to go to a doctor's office anymore and sign up and sit there for hours or go to the hospital. You can do all this stuff basically right there on your phone. So Premier Health Group is really looking to play into that space, and big possibility. We know that there's already big players in this space. So Premier Health Group is not looking to be the first. They're just looking to expand into a already booming sector and really look to have opportunity as they've already got a business in place and build onto that. All right, so there it is, PHGI on the Canadian Stock Exchange and on the OTC right now, PHGRF. Check it out and see what you guys think about this company and learn more about Premier Health Group.